Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Friday, May 15th, 2020. You know, your first job today is just to watch the video. After you watch the video, if you go to Google Classroom, the second thing to do is fill in some slides for me, and it's going to be about the growth mindset. Third job, just go to Seesaw and share anything you want with us, and then leave some comments for your friends. Fourth thing to do is turn in your weekly checklist. And your last thing you're going to want to do is check your email. I'm almost caught up on grading, so there's a lot of things in your email that you can probably just take a look at and then delete. Don't forget, today is Go Noodle at 11, so come dance with us at 11 o'clock, and 5:30 is share. If I haven't met with you one-on-one this week, if for some reason you missed it, let me know and we can schedule a one-on-one. And I would like to keep those one-on-ones going next week. So today I want to talk to you about the growth mindset. And I have two videos I'd like to show you really quickly.
Michael Jordan has said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots, lost almost 300 games, and 26 times I've been trusted to make the game-winning shot and missed. I fail over and over and over again, and that is why I succeed." Michael Jordan is one of the most famous basketball players in the world. Though he was not always a star, he didn't make his high school basketball team because he was too short and wasn't good enough. He could have quit, but instead he had the mindset to continue and get better. He was practicing each day before most people were even out of bed. And because of this, he not only made the team the following year, but he went on to become the greatest player of all time and a true champion. The question that comes to our mind is, can we all learn to have a mindset of a champion? A mindset is a word describing how we think. There are two types of mindsets. One, a growth mindset, and two, a fixed mindset. A growth mindset is when somebody believes they can learn to be good and they can learn to get better. They are not afraid of challenges. They continue when things get hard. They know that they have put effort into learn, and they learn from criticism. They are also inspired by people who do well. Michael Jordan has this trait, though another person with a growth mindset is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. He was cut from the Canadian Football League early on in his career. He could have quit, but instead he worked very hard, faced many challenges, and is now a super famous movie star, one of my favorite. Did you know that coaches and professional scouts look for athletes who don't just have skill? They want someone who wants to learn, who is coachable, and will give 100% effort in practices. They want someone with a growth mindset. What they don't want is somebody who thinks they are already good enough, they don't need to learn, and are not coachable. These people have a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is the opposite of a growth. These people either think they're born good or born not so good. They cannot learn. They are afraid of challenges. They give up and get defensive easily. They feel criticized when given feedback and are threatened by people who do well. Which mindset do you think I have? Well, let me tell you a story. Reading has always been hard for me, and even now I still find it challenging. From kindergarten to 4th grade, I was always a bit below grade level in reading. So each night, I read aloud to my parents to try to get better. This was always the worst part of my day. Whenever I was reading, I would of course make mistakes, misread words, say words that weren't there, miss words that were there, and miss punctuation. Normal. But whenever my mom or dad tried to correct me, I'd get upset. I told them that they were wrong and sometimes even have a meltdown. This happened from my friends and teachers and with other subjects and activities too. I thought that I should know how to do everything already, and if I didn't, I would get upset. I thought that what my teachers were teaching should come to me easy. Well, guess what? Some of the things I was learning or reading were not easy. I would get upset. Negative thoughts came into my mind. You suck. You can't do anything. This should be so easy. Suddenly, I felt tears coming down my face in front of my friends and teachers too. In my head, and saying, no, 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 please, no. I could no longer control my emotions. This is where the real problem begins. You see, I lose control of my emotions, I stop listening, and I stop thinking. I become difficult to those around me, and when I finally get through it, I am very tired. This is not healthy, and it's not the person I want to be. I want to know why I was feeling this way and why my emotions were so strong. Well, this year, in 5th grade, was the first year I was able to answer these questions. I learned what a growth and fixed mindset are. I'm learning how to change my fixed mindset into a growth mindset and have a mindset of a champion. I believe we can have both of these mindsets, a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. I believe this because I have both. I have a growth mindset with things like soccer, basketball, change, and learning new languages. I also believe we can change our fixed mindset into a growth mindset and have a mindset of a champion. Well, maybe not a champion like Michael Jordan, but a champion in our own way. We may just need a little help to do this. My dad and I read this book called Mindsets, written by Carol Dweck. Carol Dweck is a professor and professional psychologist who researched and came up with the idea of a growth and fixed mindset. Her book told me that I was not the only one who has a fixed mindset from time to time. However, the best advice I ever got was from my teacher and school counselor. Their advice was a one little 3-letter word. This word was yet. They told me always put the word yet at the end of my sentence. I can't do it. I can't do it yet. I don't understand. I don't understand yet. The word yet makes me feel I just need to put a little more effort in before I understand it. I still struggle with a fixed mindset from time to time. However, I now know why I get frustrated and upset. For any of you out there who may have a fixed mindset from time to time, please know that I am proof that you can beat it. Writing this talk, I struggled the whole time, though every day I've gotten a little better than the day before. This is why I can say I'm winning, because I'm here in front of you now today. Thank you.
Well, I'm pretty sure, boys and girls, you can tell why I picked that video out, because I think it's very important that we keep learning every day and that we keep that growth mindset. Sometimes negative thoughts creep into our mind and we want to think about those words. Maybe I can't do it yet, not that I can't do it. Or I am learning this and I can get better. And sometimes when we hear those critiques, we can take them and know that we're learning from them and we're getting better and better.
Who slammed the door? I did. Rebecca, a 3rd grader from SIS. I was mad at my mom. In our school, 2nd to 5th graders are elected to be in Stuco. In order to be in Stuco, you have to write a speech that shows why you are the right person to be in Stuco. Then, your classmates will choose 3 people, and they will be interviewed by the principal. The principal then chooses one person as the class representative. I wanted to be in Stuco ever since some of my friends did it last year. But 11 people in my class, including me, want to be in Stuco this year. And only one of us could win. There is 2 ways you can show your speech: on Flipgrid or live in class. I watched some of my friends' videos on Flipgrid, and I thought they were really good. I thought I couldn't make a speech that would get more votes than them. So I told my mom that I didn't want to do this. And she was mad at me for giving up so easily, and she said I had to write a speech. At that moment, I knew my mom didn't get how much pressure it was. So I ran back to my room and I slammed the door. Well, Mom, you forced me to write a speech. So I wrote this. Dear everyone, I didn't want to do this. I got forced by my mother. Bye-bye, Rebecca. I ran back to her room to give her the speech. And then I slammed the door of my room again. When I was in my room, I started to think if giving up was the right choice. Because if I gave up now, that means there was no chance at all. But if I didn't give up, there was still a bit of possibility that I could get in. A person with a growth mindset would think in this way. So I started to write a speech, my real speech. When the teacher announced who was going to be interviewed by the principal, I heard my name. I was so shocked. But very soon, I started to be nervous. Because usually, when you're interviewed by the principal, it's because you're in trouble. But Mr. Canabar, the principal, just asked me a few questions. And then I could go. I was starting to get more confident. For the next few days, I wanted to know so badly if I was in or not. Finally, at the Friday assembly, I knew I was in. I was so pleased and surprised. At that moment, I realized that challenges can help me grow. Also, my attitudes and efforts can determine my abilities. Now, I have been enjoying a lot in our Stuco meetings and events. I am just 9 years old, and I have a growth mindset. I don't give up. Do you want to have a growth mindset? Let me share 4 ways with you. Number 1, think on the positives, like I did in my room. I took efforts so I can enjoy a lot being in our Stuco meetings and events. Number 2, when you're upset or mad, think of a way to calm your mind. For example, reading a book, listening to music, or taking a walk. Number 3, I suggest you to make a pros and cons list. Like my example, giving up means no chance at all. Lastly, you can ask for help from your friends. For example, I learned from someone in the student innovation team that trying new things is fun. It's not difficult to have a growth mindset. Even me, a 3rd grader, can. So come join me and open the door to a wonderful life and have fun. Thank you.
Okay, boys and girls, so I think you know what Mrs. Rivera is trying to say here. I want you to start thinking with that growth mindset again. On this first slide, it says, I showed a fixed mindset this week when I, and if you click on this little speaker here, it will read it for you again. On this page, I showed a growth mindset this week when I. So on the fixed mindset page, you might tell me a way that you had a fixed mindset and you struggled with something On this page, you might tell me in some way how you had a growth mindset this week. On this page, it says one thing that I am good at is, and you want to share with me, it could be anything or it could be more than one thing. And on this page, one thing that I want to get better at is, and you want to fill that in. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, make sure you send me a message. And I hope you send me that weekly checklist. I'll be dropping off your prizes tomorrow. Good job.